I mean, as I said, you gotta be strategic. You get a lot of scripts done, and you
Right.
start looking for the same patterns that are repeating, and it's only scripts. Yes, basically, just initially you start with like very basic briefs that are, like you've seen other brands working, and after that you just keep expanding and testing whatever you see new is working, whatever you think it might resonate with the audience. So yeah, test, and look for these common elements.
All right, cool. Next question, guys. Put in your questions on Slido. Upvote the questions that you want Iveta to answer. All right. So let's keep going with the next one. How do you actually manage spend with all those variations?
The same as always. Like you just start slow, and then when you see something is working, you expand. And yeah.
All right. Easy recipe. Okay. How do you think about sourcing new content for your content bank? How often do you go out to source content versus using existing content?
We actually source a lot of new content on a basically weekly basis. We work on a monthly basis probably with over 150 creators. Probably around 100 of them are new. So we keep testing new creators and new faces because they make a big difference in the way the way they present makes a huge difference, and it helps you learn a lot much faster. So this is something that we do. And we revamp our content, but it's always better to have new one because things are changing so fast.
That's true. All right. Next question. Why would you spend 33K on a 1.2 ROAS ad that is not profitable?
That's more of a question for my media buyer, but back in the days, the account was actually functioning a little bit on lower ROAS. Also, Facebook clearly liked that, so I guess he went fully on that. And actually, you see, like, if he didn't spend that money, how would we have that winner? So I think it was a good call.
Cool, fair enough. Next question. Guys, we have only 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. So put your question in and upvote what you'd like us to answer. So how do you set up testing with media buying on Meta? I struggle with testing and performance dropping from testing a lot.
Wow, that's a big topic. I think it would be better if we take this off stage because this is going to be long. We don't have enough time for that.
Not enough time. OK. We'll move on to the next one. So find Iveta after her talk. OK. Who in the team thinks and chooses the variations? The copywriter, the media buyer?
I assume it means like how to extend. So we have like a creative strategist that's completely like working on the account. They breathe about the account. They function to think about this account. So these are the people who actually come up with the strategy on how to iterate. And then the media buyer might just give us some feedback. But no, it's the creative strategist. They are very, very important.